Is that supposed to be representative of?
Your first time watching it. Your first time watching it.
Your first time watching
Your
it.
first time watching it. You
Watching it
fucking
the whole.
cheater.
Okay, so it was my
I
first
can- I
time
can see
watching
why you didn't
all of
want-
it. All of it.
I can see why you wanted
I didn't.
to skip.
I didn't. I missed the significant part, the gabo gabo part.
That
So-
was a
Gabble,
that was a
gabble,
crucial
gabble.
part of the advocacy, Red. Like you missed the whole point.
So reactions. What did you think? What do you think? What was your first?
Stupid.
Stupid.
Stupid as all fuck.
Stupid. What about you?
If I saw that video around the time we were starting the RH fight, I might not have supported RH.
That's easy to sway you.
Just because I know that DOH supported it.
So
No, it's more like look at this huge willful waste of like our money, and we're supposed to trust this organization with making like a complex, nuanced program that is sex positive, that is cognizant of the rights of women, that is like relatively progressive,
No,
and
no,
then
no.
they put together this video. This thing comes out of
wait. There's nothing about it having to be sex positive. So it was gender responsive.
Gender responsive.
Yeah. So
Okay, well, like this one is like what was this? Like you had sexualized teenagers like swirling about each other,
No,
saying like
it's
"Don't fuck me."
They're nanggigigil. Like there's a
Yeah, there's the
cheerleading
tension.
step for that,
There is a cheerleading step for nanggigigil.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And
that's great and they picked the cheerleaders to do that.
why? Like, is it a metaphor?
How
now?
many
Like,
layers of
Is it the thing?
Fail.
cheer dancing and
cheer-
having sex?
yeah?
Is it
because-
throwing women around?
Yeah, no, because throwing
And-
half-naked women around.
They're not half naked.
Yeah,
come
no,
on.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, throwing women around with like with uniforms that would not be acceptable in a Catholic school. Though there.
Okay, it's
Well,
above
cheerle-
the knee.
Is there
above
even
the knee.
cheerleading in a Catholic school?
Yes,
Yeah,
of
there
course.
is.
LaSalle
CSA
is a
had
Catholic
quite a lot,
school.
LaSalle.
They don't
there's-
wear. They don't wear. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
anyway,
focus.
No. Look. I'm just saying. Like you have
Okay, what's wrong with the
something that's
video?
problematic. Okay, one cheerleading.
Okay.
Like the whole idea of cheerleading is not the most.
I don't mind the
Gender progressive.
cheerleading. I mean, sure. I mean, UP did this equality thing, lifting the men up. Fine, cheerleading can be anything. I don't think it has anything to do with
The
I
message.
just
the
think that
message. Like,
here with the message, it's
teen
like you
pregnancy.
compound the fail so much.
and it's
Okay.
it's just cheerleading. Like, okay, they have message,
Let's-
okay, and then they
No,
have the,
yeah, I'm
the
starting with-
execution, which is cheerleading.
Let's start with
do
the least of the fail.
Let's do the forensics on this.
The
Let's
least
do
of the fail
Let's
is
do
the
a forensic
yeah.
investigation on this. You know how
Surface
it
level.
went, like CSI style. Okay, so
Enhanced.
so they wanted to address the issue of teenage pregnancy. The rates of
Did
which
they?
are
'Cause
rising.
I couldn't tell. I watched that. And I have no
It was.
fucking clue.
Okay,
Bobo boy kaya yata.
Let's-
Hindi mo na
okay.
Yeah.
They wanted to address the problem of high rates of teenage pregnancy
Yeah.
in the country.
Yeah.
And they were brainstorming, right? Because it's a government office, and they
They have a lot of
they-
smart people.
Yeah, they have a lot of smart people in the room.
So someone say, hey,
Why did
Okay,
you
how do
giggle
we-
when you said they had a lot of smart people? in
How
the
do
room?
we
You can't even believe it
remind-
after this video.
How do we remind young people what's in nowadays?
board
What-
meeting,
Yeah,
serious guys
yeah.
and
How
serious,
do
like,
because
Guys, what
men
is
and
the
women
youth?
and
What
because
do
you
the
have
youth
to
say?
before you appeal to their heads, you have to
Make something attractive
You
to
have
them.
to appeal to their hearts.
So let's say,
So it has to be
catchy
emotionally
music,
appealing. Okay,
catch-
the young
catchy
like music.
Okay, gobble gobble.
Like
catchy-
Thanksgiving is
Thanksgiving,
around the corner.
Yeah, it's around,
Around the corner,
They
gobble
like-
gobble,
they
like
like-
they like
turkeys.
K-pop.
How common are
cheerleading
turkeys?
and-
They like K-pop.
Yeah,
so let's
kids-
like
Is that what-
shamelessly
that's
rip
what it
off.
was
Yeah, they
supposed to
shamelessly
be?
ripped
Was
off
it supposed to be
some
K-pop?
Some-
K-pop. Okay.
Yeah, some.
Okay,
quote
and then
unquote, I don't
and
pretend
someone
to.
just had the idea, hey, cheerleaders. I like
Okay.
cheerleaders.
What's
I
an
like
what's an
cheerleaders.
in term
Some
that
guy was
kids
like, I
throw
think I like
around?
cheerleaders.
You know, we don't want to be too argumentative, so chillax. Chillax lang kayo. Chillax lang
Trying to be
kayo.
in.
Okay,
with
so
the-
this is
I have
the
no
in
idea.
video.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, the graphics
your
were.
thought process here is, I don't want to be too argumentative.
So
Like, wait,
chillax.
they're thinking, how do we stop teen pregnancy? And they
Yeah.
thought, let's not be argumentative and let's.
They
be
weren't.
chillax.
No, yeah, they were- no,
They
actually-
weren't being argumentative. Actually,
Nobody thought like.
Yeah, Gaga
Called
girl
them-
and
No,
Bobo
wait,
boy is
no-
not
nobody thought-
argumentative.
no, because it's not them calling the girls or the boys gabo or gaga and bobo. It's
Who
not.
is it?
It's not
Who is
the adults because
Because
the
it feels like
the
it
was the
boys.
peers.
No. The kids are actually saying
to
like
themselves.
we're not gago. We're not. These people who are singing in the video
Kids,
are the
yeah.
ones who are wise
Hindi ako
enough
gaga
to
girl.
not have children while they are in their
not,
teens.
not even to not have children. It's teenagers who want to have sex.
Yeah, they also not they do not
Call
have
each
sex.
other gago.
So okay,
Like-
it's obviously an abstinence only
Yeah.
method
Yeah,
of
it's a disgustingly abstinent.
There was nothing about have
Contraceptive
sex
use?
safely. There was
Yeah.
no safely. It was basically don't have sex,
Don't even.
gaga girl, bobo boy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So,
I
don't have
couldn't
sex,
even
and then
tell.
they insulted
I couldn't
everyone.
even tell because it was the same kind of voice. There wasn't a. Well, there was a robot
Yeah.
once, but I couldn't tell.
R2D2,
I couldn't
'cause the
tell
Star
when
Wars-
someone was lecturing or someone was the recipient of the lecture because it was the same voice all throughout.
Yeah. I'm imagining
Yeah.
within the DOH there are progressive and conservative elements, right?
Yeah, and
Like the progressive elements obviously won on the let's push for the RH law and get it passed.
So
They already won.
Yeah.
So now it's all of those conservative elements. Hey, we pushed for RH.
I thought it's the
I want to do the video.
the
Okay.
conservative elements waited for all the
This is our
progressives
time to shine.
to be on vacation.
Yeah.
And then they're out of the room.
They
then
made a video.
this turd. And
Yeah.
then they released it,
I think
gifted
it's
it
a really
to the masses.
stupid thing. I mean, we are in a post RH law
But
I
country.
think-
We already have an RH law.
But it's in the middle of implementation.
Yeah,
so,
but
yeah.
we've, I mean, as a country, we have accepted that we have to give people the option of having sex safely.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Have we really? Like,
No, but that is the consensus of the
Official.
debate. Okay, I mean, the
Yeah.
80% or so of the people
70s.
agree that people should have access to safe sex.
Yeah.
And then here's this behind the times, really old person argument like stop having sex, and it ignores the large argument that we already had.
I
Yeah.
would.
All of the debates were like just thrown
would-
out the window.
I would say even
and let's go
that-
back to abstinence.
like
That's-
using words like behind the times, and we're already a country that accepted it. I think like the existence of this video, the coming out, like
Just
really
shows that
brings
we're
just
not.
shows that they're still very obviously stupidly influential anti-RH
Yeah,
people at the
that's
top
troubling.
levels of
That's
DOH.
troubling.
And they still exist, and
Yeah.
they're not behind the times. They are in the times right now, and they have the power to create a really shit video that looked like it took way too much money to make.
Way too much money. That's my money. That's your money. That's
Actually
our
don't
money.
know how.
Yeah.
I'm
How much
confused.
did it
It's a
take?
government project.
It
I'm
is.
sure it cost a lot.
Yeah.
But looking at it, I'm really not sure how much it would
I
take
don't know,
to
they
make
have to
something
pay.
like that.
I
You
don't
know
know,
what?
they have to pay someone.
Like check this out. Like you get someone like Ding Dong Dantes, who's pro RH, who's famous, who's handsome. Get Marian Rivera,
Yeah.
or if you want not a couple.
Who's
Get
that-
just
who's
get
that, that's
that Ann
who's that?
Curtis. I think is pro RH. Just
yeah.
get the two of them. Like just give this short message. Okay, you have sexual and reproductive health and rights. Abstinence is still the only surefire way to avoid getting pregnant or getting diseases. But there are also these options. There's natural family planning
I get the
and there's
yeah.
artificial family planning. Just go to this website.
Which is the sane, normal thing to do. But I get the feeling
That video would take like 30 seconds.
But it's
it
the
would go
same-
viral because these are famous people.
I wonder if it's the same like mentality, like this very safe mentality. When I say safe, like, I don't mean safe sex, but I mean playing it safe politically mentality that we've seen manifested by the DOH even when we try to work with them.
Yeah.
Like they are afraid of any more conflict with the Catholic Church.
Okay, let's
Like,
not
they
group
figure
bunch
they've
them
already-
together.
Well,
right?
not
Some
everybody.
people within
whoever
the
made this,
DOH,
whoever
yeah.
made this video, and also whoever. When we were at that implementing conference, was
Yeah.
talking about like how there was this lobby of bishops and businessmen who would silently insert like yay thick documents of notations
Yeah.
for the implementing rules without actually physically showing up to the consultation with where they knew there would be pro-RH people.
It also reminds me of the way we treat people like they're idiots, like they're
Okay.
gabo, like they're gaga or bobo.
Well, it's
Like if you want to,
condescending, yeah.
if you want to tell someone that just don't have kids yet, don't have sex yet because you might have kids or get diseases. Although the diseases part is not not on the video. If you want to tell them that, just tell them that. Don't have kids.
Wow, yeah, I love that.
Why
the
do
video
you
even
have
missed
to
the diseases part,
like?
right?
Like it's like
Continually
it's not even
insult them.
it's not even using a hammer to force it into their heads. That's a jackhammer.
Yeah,
You're using a jackhammer. You're pounding it into their
I think
heads.
it's reflective
As if the young are such dense people that they
It
won't
is
get
reflective.
it.
Like the reason why these conservatives do not want sex education is because they assume that the young are idiots who can't decide anything for themselves.
I think
they really don't respect it, and it's fully shown.
it's condescension.
Their
It's,
attitude.
Yeah, it's patronizing.
If the young want to, if the youth want to find out exactly what conservative elements think of them, just watch this video. That is exactly what they think of you.
Yeah, they think you're dumb, and it's the
You
same
don't
kind
deserve
of.
sex education, and you don't deserve to make your own
Okay,
choices.
I have a
Because you're an
suspicion.
idiot.
I'm sure a lot of people are investigating like who did this video. I have a suspicion.
I would love to.
It's the same bunch of people who did that Randy Santiago, like John Estrada video. Nakahahabi ko lang video.
ko lang.
Like, if you want to tell people not to camcord,
Tell them not to come.
tell them not to camcord.
Tell them
Just
it's
tell
a
them
crime.
Treat them
these
like
are
children.
the punishments. You can go to jail for this
Like,
amount.
sex education is just like any form of education. Give people information, and all they're doing here is don't do this. Why not? And then you say gaga, bobo, and then you're it's condescending
It's
to them.
condescending. Like
It's
you're.
pretty fucked up.
these children who are having sex know the risk. They don't want to get pregnant, and as illustrated in the video, sometimes they really can't control their urges. What then? There is an RH law.
But
there
when-
are ways to get contraception and have
Right, but
safe
it's
sex.
the same denial of reality.
Like-
Like if these same people want to think that they can still be anti-RH despite being in a government that has accepted the RH law, right? The fact that these people are still in DOH and can create something like this, it's the same denial of like, so one, they deny reality that the government is now pro-RH and should be the
Yeah.
official stance. So they
Yeah,
want to make
everyone
this.
should get
But they
behind
also
that.
deny
Yeah.
the reality, for example, that teenagers will have sex.
Yeah.
They deny
Yeah.
it. They're like, no, it's going to be a perfect world, and if we tell them not to, nobody's going to do it. The same thing with, they deny the reality that women are going to have abortions, whether you make it legal or not. Like, it's the same kind of thinking that like, if I can just faith it into reality, like, everything's going to be fine, and we don't need to have a debate, and I can just call everybody an idiot.
I think
And,
they're optimistic. Like with enough gobble, people will stop having sex. Kids will stop having sex.
And if you want, I mean, if these people who made the video sincerely want the young to not have sex early, the proven way to do that is to give them sex education. People who receive
Right, but
sex
they don't want
education
to
are
because-
proven to
because they're
delay
so-
sexual contact.
I am
As stupid as this thing is, okay, what's nice to see is the reaction it's gotten online. Like not one.
Yeah, I think it didn't last
I like
a day.
that-
And
Yeah,
then it's,
it got
no,
shut.
it didn't last
shut
more than a
down.
few hours.
yeah,
It's
it's off.
it's
At least
nice
they-
to see that people like no matter how stupid the people in power can be, at least at least a lot of people see how stupid that is,
You mean the
and they're
youth.
gonna shut it down. So hopefully, eventually, they're gonna run out. The stupid people who are making these things.
I would venture, however, that I would want to find out who made this video. Like, I don't want...
And the Randy Santiago. Just
yeah, and
throw
the
that
Randy
in there.
Santiago.
Just throw that in there.
Because I don't want the culture of, like look, we can't even talk badly about the DOH because there are a lot of good people and there are a lot of bad people. But we can't separate the bad people because they're hiding behind all the good people.
Yeah.
And we can't name them. And maybe the good people also understand that, like, they're fellow government workers and they're going to protect their colleagues and stuff, and that's fine. But I would be very happy if anybody can come forward with any kind of information telling us, like, who made these videos.
Who
that
made
we can
these
shame
videos?
them.
Let's not start a witch hunt or put
Okay,
a bounty
not
on these people.
not the
but
not the
I- but I
agency,
do-
not the
but I
agency,
do
just
feel
the
that there's-
produce, just the
I do
creative
feel
direction who gave
there
it.
is value
Yeah.
in outing the people who still have these views within the DOH. I don't think that that's a wrong thing to ask.
Okay.
Okay, and
Because that was our taxpayer money, and I would
and
like to know who
stop
wasted
giving
it.
that person the mic.
Yeah, and
Yes.
stop
You know,
giving and
like,
stop letting that person
His
piss
views or
all
her
over all
views
the work that
are not worth the time on YouTube.
yeah.
Like, I'd
yeah,
rather.
no, fine. If you don't want to fire him, but I do want everyone to know who he is.
Okay, okay. Let's
Is
um.
that,
I
is
think
that
what the
unreasonable?
DOH
I don't
needs to
think
know
that's
is like,
unreasonable.
as much as I don't appreciate being told but lectured by Randy Santiago to not
Camcord.
camcord in the movie house, I'm sure the youth, because this video surely does not apply to me, I'm sure the youth don't like being called gaga or
No.
or being implied
An
that.
added level of condescension is
Yes.
that, like, you didn't
You
tell
didn't even tell
the
them
youth.
that you're being
Yeah,
gaga
you just
or bobo.
implied it, as if like
As if they accept, okay, I'm having sex and I'm
gago, bobo, tanga. Like well, they didn't throw it. They might as well just throw in pangit or dokling or
the-
pango. I
what's
mean,
dokling?
di naman ako dokling. Like something like that, because
For
they're
that
just
dated
insulting
music
people.
reference,
Okay.
They're just insulting
With made up
people.
words.
I mean, the
that's
way
really-
you
to be fair,
educate
that's
people is definitely not to insult them.
Yeah.
I mean, you educate them, you give them the facts. You don't tell them that if you don't do this, you're dumb or you're ugly or you're, that just doesn't work. I don't know.
One, stop
I mean,
trying to educate. Well, so our message
okay,
is
if this
twofold.
person
One,
is a teacher,
their way of educating
Yeah.
is stupid, and two, even what they're trying to educate people is wrong in the first place.
yeah,
Yeah.
every level is wrong.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
Even if the actual project did not cost a lot, you're paying these people to come up with these ideas.
Yeah.
Like you're wasting our money. You're paying you to do shit.
Maybe they were trying to save money, so they hired like the
That's
people
all-
who
that's
made
all
the
presumption.
MTRCB
That's-
video because they were trying to save money.
That's all
So
presumption.
yeah, we're all presuming stuff
Also,
here. But
like if you're talking about the actual line creative people, like the producers and stuff, their ideas are actually really good. It's usually the client just beats it into stupid.
okay, you know what? Let's
So we can't know. We don't know.
Let's make videos that are much better than this one. That addresses the same thing.
Right now.
It's not condescending right now. Actually, like we
Kids,
could. Okay, do
You
it.
can buy safe contraception in where can you buy them?
Any
in almost any place.
convenience
Oh,
store.
No, first
not-
of all,
not these things.
like check out the options for all of the range of natural and artificial contraceptives
educate yourself.
here on this link. Like go to this handy link and then educate yourself. And then if you want, there are resources available in our drugstores. You can talk to your doctor, talk to your parents. You know what? Ask your parents.
There are
Ask
likely clinics near you
Yeah.
that will give free information,
Yes.
and
Well, they-
hopefully
no,
are
they are
not run by
required.
religious.
Okay.
If it is a government clinic, it would be
Yes,
required to give
and
you
they
accurate
would
information.
they would also help you if you're lucky enough that these clinics have the resources. They will also help you acquire safe contraception and will
Okay.
inform
We
you
admit the
about
implementation
all the
is
risks.
very spotty and is just starting
Yes.
now. But like the intention is supposed to be there. So even finding out where your nearest clinic is and then taking a look at the level of supplies and then informing them that there's a demand, that will actually help.
Okay, so after you know all of the information and you've talked to your parents, talked to your friends, teachers, and your
Yeah.
accredited, not accredited, but
It's not accredited. They don't do.
not certified, but someone who's been given been trained.
They don't give the certificates. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, by someone who knows our age, then you can chillax. And
Are we
there.
cool?
Are we cool? Thank you for watching this episode. Do comment and like and share and all that. There's a Pride March happening this weekend, December 6th.
Yes.
The other Pride March is on December 13th. Be sure to attend both if you can. And do support the RH law. Get educated and educate others. And don't be condescending, like we were to the makers of that video.
Yeah.
Because being condescending and insulting people rarely works. We gave you a nice example of how not to do things. So
Okay.
just be nice, educate others, and see you next time.
See you at the Pride March. Say hi. Bye.